scrappier part of the video. Yo. Let's check brakes. Hello everybody, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. As you can see today, we're talking about this beautiful CFMOTO 250 SR. This motorcycle is 4 years old and currently it has a little over 14,000 kilometers on the odometer. There are two reasons why I decided to ride this bike today. The first reason is that I'm trying to explore Chinese reliability, and this bike is pretty old for Chinese standards. And other than this, I've never ridden 250 SR before. I rode NK250, which was my first bike ever here in China. And actually, I liked that bike a lot, but it had a lot of issues with electronics and some other minor problems. Before we get on this bike, I'll tell you that we have one single cylinder engine which puts out 29 horsepower and 22 Nm of torque. The carb weight of this machine is 155 kilograms. Later on we'll go to the scrapyard to check its real weight. The brakes this time are pretty good. We have CFMOTO 4-piston calipers, and up front, if I'm not mistaken, we have 300mm single disc. And over here we have a pretty big S4 rear brake disc with one or dual piston caliper. The most beautiful part about this motorcycle is this beautiful single-sided swing arm. It looks absolutely amazing. This might be one of the best looking motorcycles from this class. The price of this machine right now here in China is 800 bucks, so it's a cool deal. And this is the best-selling motorcycle. Tank capacity is 12 liters, the seat height is 780 millimeters. We'll get on a bike. I'll try to measure 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration with our Dtagy. So let's see whether we'll be able to get there. Ooh. Well, we started the bike right away. On my 250 NK, it wasn't that easy. All right, first gear. All right, 10 seconds. Well, let's try one more time. We're going uphill. So let's try to crack 10 seconds, dudes. I'm 85 kilograms heavy, so if you would be a bit lighter than me, you'll get a better result because the displacement is super humble this time. All right, guys, ready? Ooh. All right, 9.96. Well, dudes, listen, it's about 9 seconds, 10 seconds. All right, dudes, let's do this one more time, that's all. I don't know whether we'll be able to crack 10 seconds or not. It's still 10 seconds. Well, guys, again, this is not the fastest motorcycle. I would say that 0 to 50, 60 kilometers per hour is pretty decent. But yeah, this is not your fastest motorcycle. And again, I'm 85 kilograms, so with my body weight, this bike would be much slower. Scrappier part of the video. Hope you can see, we can still get one, maybe 1.5 liters of fuel, but it's pretty much full. Let's go, let's check the weight. The official weight is supposed to be 155 kilograms. Oh yeah, and we have those crash bars. They're supposed to be at about 560 G. Hi. E by T, 170. Sisse. Alright guys, so the weight of the bike is 170 kilograms. We have these crash bars. They're not too massive. So it's supposed to be 155 plus the weight of the crash bars, maybe 162, but it's 170. Well, and we're pretty stable. Again, the top speed, official top speed of CFMOTO 250 SR is only 128 kilometers per hour. It feels fast for a city given the humble displacement. So it's pretty fun for what it is. I would not call this motorcycle fast, but I would say that it doesn't feel boring. And for 200cc displacement, I feel like this is the compliment. Again, does it feel refined? Well, it doesn't feel too refined, but everything works really well. Acceleration feels kind of alright. It's pretty fun for a city. Brakes feel pretty good. They're not squishy. Actually, we have 4-piston calipers. I mean, that's a pretty fun bike for what it is, dude. 800 bucks. Not bad at all. Quite maneuverable. Suspension is rather stiff. Well, I would say that suspension doesn't feel too good, but again, it's a sports bike, so it's not a bad suspension for this kind of a bike. A bumpy section of the road. Let's see how the suspension feels like. You know what? Actually, it's not bad. Again, it's a sports bike, but it swallows the bumps pretty well. It's much better than I expected, honestly. Well, yeah, it's stiff, but it does a great job in terms of swallowing those bumps. Not bad at all. When we go fast, you can definitely hear the buzzing, humming coming from different parts of the bike, but they do not translate into a vibration. What I mean by that is that you hear some odd noises, but the bars, or should I say clip-ons, they do not shake at all, so your hands feel so fine. Yeah, this machine is quite maneuverable, but it's not as maneuverable as I thought it would be, but it's rather stable. So I guess this is our trade-off. Let's check brakes. Well, not too bad. You know what I really like? I really like the gearbox. First off, I never use the clutch lever while upshifting. It's really easy to upshift without this clutch lever this time. And when you use it, everything works really well. Now, this machine does not feel too refined. It does not feel luxury, but it does everything well enough. And given that the price of this bike is 800 bucks, I feel like this is a very good learning tool. Brakes are fine, acceleration is fun enough, the motorcycle feels comfortable. In city conditions, it does everything well enough. Suspension is rather stiff, but still can swallow all those bumps. Check those out, no problem. I feel pretty good. We don't have a lot of vibration. Everything actually works pretty good. The throttle response is fairly good as well. Gearbox could not be better for the price. We can find neutral every single time. Yeah guys, what a motorcycle. Again, how does it feel to ride this motorcycle after all those bikes I've ridden? Well, yeah, it does feel cheaper, right? It doesn't feel as luxury. All these components, they don't feel as good. But once you start thinking about the price, dude, it's 800 bucks. It's really hard to find a motorcycle which would be better than this for $800. It does everything really well. The top speed is not very impressive. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is not gonna freak you out. But this is the beginner's bike. Do you want this bike to freak you out? I feel like you don't. Let's get here. Ooh, you see? It's a pretty fun city bike. You can go and explore on this bike. It does everything pretty well, I would say. She did. That's crazy. Yo. Yeah, radius of turning isn't too bad as well. Oh shit, that was a little scary actually. You see dudes, the surface here is a little slippery just now. I tried to brake and I feel like our front ABS doesn't work. Well, I'm not a big fan of ABS anyway, but yeah, let's upshift. You count on it and it doesn't work, which is not good. So this is so far pretty much the only issue. Let's try to lean aggressively. Yeah, dude, the amount of noise and buzzing isn't very pleasant. I'm not gonna lie. But again, dude, it's no vibration. Oh, another 250. Yeah. The tires are pretty shitty, I would say. You know what? We're gonna try to do some slow speed maneuvers. Let's see how it feels. Let's zigzag. Well, yeah. It's not as maneuverable. I don't know. The handling is a little odd, but it might be because of the tires actually. Let's make a U-turn. Well, it's not too bad. Should we try to do a wheelie? Oh yeah, it's really bad for wheelies, bros. What the hell? Yeah, dude, it doesn't do wheelies at all. Yeah, the bike is beat up a little. As I've said, this is a pretty old motorcycle for Chinese standards. What the hell? Yeah, bro, you see? We cannot lift it up somehow. I don't know. It's odd. Yeah, bro, it. We're not doing wheelies. Brakes check one more time. No, not bad. You know what? We have ABS on this bike, but ABS does not engage at all. I don't know, maybe it's broken, but I like it. And the brakes aren't bad at all. So we went to the scrapyard. We checked the weight. With these crash bars, it's 170 kilograms. Actually, it's pretty heavy for what it is, right? With all those crash bars, it will be 165 kilograms. So it's, I don't know, 10 kilograms heavier than what they claim. If you buy this motorcycle as your very first motorcycle, it will be plenty powerful. It would feel pretty fast. It will be pretty comfortable, even though it looks like a sports bike. And again, if you are prioritizing design over some other qualities of the bike, this probably is the most beautiful motorcycle. Again, we have what, 14,000 kilometers on the odometer, and the bike holds up pretty well. And the most pleasant part about this beautiful machine is the price. 800 freaking bucks. Dude, it's super cheap. Yeah, what a beautiful motorcycle. Fuel consumption is pretty good as well, at about 3 liters per 100 kilometers. So you're not gonna spend money on it. Yeah, dude, tell me what you think about SR250 in the comment section below. Do you like this bike? Do you think that this bike is reliable? Have you ever ridden this bike? I'll read all your comments. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and as always, I'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye everybody, take care.